What up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
How are you? And Happy New Year
Happy
to
New
you.
Year.
Hope that everything is going well.
Yeah.
Man, this is the first Monday of the year of 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
So glad we made it over.
So glad we're here with you. Listen, we're doing something new. It's called Marriage Moments. And this is your marriage moment.
Yeah.
We want to talk to you and give you a brief moment that will hopefully be impactful for your marriage.
Yeah.
First marriage moment of 2021 is very simple. Here it is. Make your marriage
a priority.
Make your marriage a priority. Listen, making your marriage a priority is so important when you make sure that you put your marriage first, right?
Yeah.
Put your marriage first. Never make your marriage feel like it's in competition with anybody or anything, right? When you do this, it provides equity for your marriage. So if there's ever a time because of school or children or work or something, when things are more intense, you have the stock in your marriage that your spouse will be able to give you grace or pass in a season because they won't feel like they're in competition. So always make your marriage a priority. When you give your marriage what it needs, it will give you what you want.
Yeah. And here's just a couple of things that you can do to make your marriage a priority. The first thing is attention. Attention is like a hug or a kiss, showing that public affection to your spouse.
That's right.
In the probably the most uncommon moments or whatever, because you're putting seed in the ground to be able to pull from it later on.
Yeah, when she says uncommon moments, we mean when you don't necessarily want something, right? So it's easy to get a kiss or a hug or a touch when you're trying to get something else, something more. But giving your marriage attention, physical attention, when the intent or the goal of it is to actually just do what you're doing. I just want to hug, nothing more. I just want to hold you for you. I want to kiss you for you. I want to hug you for you, not because I'm trying to hope this turns into something else. So when you give physical attention to your marriage or to your spouse, you're giving physical attention to your marriage.
Yeah. And the next one is communication. Communication, being intentional about that, giving affirmations when needed. And sometimes we think if it's not our mate's love language or whatever, we'll think that sometimes affirmations could be corny, but really it's not corny. It's appreciating or giving your spouse something that can easily be taken advantage of.
That's right.
And so, not taken advantage of, but just easily lost. So you want to make sure that you're communicating and you're giving affirmations and you're talking to each other outside of just talking about bills.
Yeah, we did a whole session about affirmation and how important it is for your marriage, but keep the lines of communication open both ways. Not just when you have something to talk about, but also when your spouse has something to talk about. And by keeping it light all the time, we're always keeping the open communication open. This provides it easier to have the hard conversations when you have to have the hard conversations. So don't be afraid to communicate, all right? The next way we want to make sure you make your marriage a priority is to put the phones away.
Put them away.
Put the phones down. We live in such a digital age. We got our phones are like an extension of our hand. You know what I'm saying? And that sometimes we need to put the phones down, put them away, especially when your spouse is trying to get your undivided attention.
Yeah, definitely one that you even like. Sometimes you just might just say, I'm just going to put my phone away from here. Or I'm going to put my phone upstairs away so that you don't even want to be tempted with it. And I think you'll realize how much you depend on your phone. But when you're with your spouse, try to make that intentionally and let them see that you're putting your phone away.
Yeah, nobody feels more ignored than when you're trying to talk to them or in the room with them and they're playing on their phone. Not when you have a time to play on your phone, but put your phone away. All right. The next one we want to say is go to bed. What? Go to bed. Go to bed together at the same time. This is a learned behavior. My wife and I'm an early bird. She's a night owl. If we didn't have some level of intentionality, we probably would never go to bed together. We would probably never sleep together until we woke up and found out the other person got into bed, because I'm an early riser and she's a night owl. So going to bed together, getting into bed. Hey, how long you need before we get into bed? Let's get in the bed. All right. It's time to go to bed. Creating some type of rhythm or bedtime routine routine is necessary and a great cue to make your marriage a priority.
Yeah, because going to bed together can cause you to watch TV together, cause you to wrap up the day. How was it or whatever?
Snuggle, hug.
Yeah, what it is. And for the person that does not necessarily like to do that, it causes you to push more things priority up in your day so that you can go to bed together.
The last thing we want to say for making your marriage a priority, and we know we gave you a lot, is love language. Learn your spouse's love language. Learn the way they want to be loved and love them the way they need to be loved. This is an unselfish act that will always make your spouse feel like that they're a priority and they're very special.
Yeah, that learning their love language is good because it's an intentional, because they'll see that you're loving them the way that they want to be loved, not the way that you interpret love for them, but the way that they want to be loved, which again makes your marriage a priority.
Yeah, so this may seem elementary, but we hope that this was an impactful marriage moment. Why? Because if there's ever been times when we've had tension in our relationships was when we became misaligned and did not make our marriage a priority by making the other person feel like that they were a priority. When you feel that tug or that tension, make sure that you have a conversation so that you can make sure that you make your marriage, your spouse, feel like they're the most important thing in the world. Put it first, all right? That's what it's saying about, all right? That's what it's all about. All right, so we love you, and we hope that this was a quick and impactful Marriage Monday. You know how to connect to us on all our social media platforms. Look for us. Make sure your alerts are on, because that's how you'll find out about Marriage Monday on YouTube. We love you. We appreciate it. Make sure you make your marriage a priority. This was Marriage Mode. Peace.